This is a very, very highly requested video. I tried to post it before. They shadow banned the video and then my account. It's really weird. I think it's because I use certain words I shouldn't be using on TikTok, but so I won't use them right now. This is a very, very sensitive topic, so if anyone is transparent in the comments, please be gracious and merciful. Thank you, or you will be blocked. Love you. This is not a tips and tricks video. This is raw and real. It can't get no more realer than this. I will be very, very transparent on my journey, because people need to be. That's how people get saved and free. I will be telling you guys my testimony and teachable moments that I understood from God while I was going through this thing. So this is how God freed me from watching adult content as well as self-pleasure, meaning the P word and the M word. Backstory, I watched my first P word video when I was in elementary school, at the church's girls' bathroom by another little girl. She exposed me. Did I blame her? No, I blamed the parents when I was younger. And God showed me that I can't blame the parents because I don't know what they went through for them to have opened it up or even exposed it to her by just like watching. She's paying attention to certain things. Who I blame now and who the blame should go on to is the enemy. Period. Keep that in mind, please. I bought my first toy when I was 14. And I was addicted at 14. It wasn't I just do it sometimes here and there. I did it before breakfast. I did it after breakfast. I was a working teenager. I worked in the summers at 14. And when I was at work, I would think about it. I would come home and I would do it. And then my dad would come me down for dinner and I would go eat dinner. And not because I was necessarily hungry, but it was because I needed to build my tolerance back up to do it again. And then I would do it afterwards. It got to the point where I had to buy more and more different toys to feed this certain pleasure. Mind you, at 14. When I think about it, it's literally like yes. I didn't like smoke or drink. This was my stress reliever. And it got bad. I wasn't, like I said, here and then. I was a every day, multiple times a day. I was addicted. I don't know the TikTok friendly word for this, but I've never reached a top, let me search it up, hold on. Okay, I've never finished and having actual person-to-person things simply because my tolerance was so high. No man can do what a toy can. You just can't. And so it's just like, once you raise the bar high by this mechanical device, it's really hard for someone to be able to do such things. And that's why a lot of marriages, relationships are failing, because different toys and different things are brought into the picture, and because your tolerance may be so high now it's like it's so hard to get to that point for you without using something extra. Rest assured that after a few months of not doing anything, you will get your tolerance back and you will be able to do what God designed you to do when you are married. So from 14 to 17, I was addicted. I was on and off, like throwing out, buying more. And I would just try. I was crying my way through it, so depressed. I was trying to give it up and I kept going back. It was my stress reliever because I was like, I'm not going to do that, but I have to do this. And so that's how it happened. This is the most devastating part of my journey with this thing thus far that I'm about to speak on. I gave up it for real in July 2022. When I was 17. I didn't make it 3 months. I didn't make it 6 months. I didn't make it 9 months. There are 365 days in a year. I made it 364 days before I fell. It was one of the most devastating things that ever happened. Life kept going. People kept walking. I had to keep walking. Tables kept turning. There was no time to grieve or mourn. And it's like, what? Why would you ever grieve over falling into the M word? What an odd thing to say. It's like any other addiction. It's like if an alcoholic goes back after years of fighting for your life to get free from something, and you fall back in, and it's like, bro, those thoughts come in your head like you'll never be good enough, you'll never surpass the thing, you'll always keep going back, you'll never have control, you're always going to be like a loser, like you're going to die in this thing, you're never going to have control over this thing. All these different thoughts come into your head of you're not good enough, no one cares, no one loves, mind you, because you're battling this alone because it's such a shameful sin. No one wants to discuss it. No one wants to talk about it. And so you're not talking to other Christians about it because you're boxed in. And even other Christians got you into this thing. Other Christians are saying how good it actually is. Other Christians are not trying to help other Christians get up out of this thing we call a struggle. Still, no one to blame but the devil. And so what I mean by grieve is literally just being able to sit and like see what happened, talk to God about it, say everything to him, and like not just repenting, but like talk and like really just sit with God about what happened and why you've gone this far but yet fell again. Like discuss those different things with God to make sense of everything. That's what I mean by grieve. Just to sit there and say, let the world stop for a second. What happened? But I was too prideful and I was so hurt. It was just a lot going on. Life just kept moving and I just kept going. I fell again then in September and I've been free ever since that September of 2023. Okay. How I have not had any tormenting thoughts about it, feelings of going back, anything of that nature since then. This is a true testimony, and I'm not lying in any way, shape, or form. A downfall for those years, and even that year specifically where I made it to 364, is that one of the biggest things is that I kept trying to break this habit by myself, as in my own strength. And with that, I kept trying to meet a goal. And it was like, okay, if I can get to a month, if I can get to like a few months or like a week, you know what I mean? And it's like, I can get to a year. Like, oh, I'm just fighting for this year. Like, man, if I can get to this year. Also, I wasn't really protecting my eye gates when it came to certain movies, certain, like, conversations, even, certain songs. Like, I was watching what I was listening to, but I wasn't really watching how I watch now over what I listen to. And I didn't think a lot of things were that serious until they were that serious. Yes. And even certain conversations with your friends or even with you and your potential significant other, watch you and yourself. Stop talking about wedding day, okay? Hello. Another thing was that when I got triggered, I didn't necessarily know what to do. And so it was just like, fight for your life at this moment. I don't know. I didn't have any plan. There was nothing to go from. And then also shame and guilt kept on tormenting me. What the Holy Spirit revealed to me and how I now move and why I have been set free is that the Holy Spirit said, Leah, why are you trying to make it to tomorrow? Get through today. And I'm like, get through today. Today. It's all about today. If I can make it past today, like today is in my mind. And so you now start making declarations over yourself, like today this body is a temple of God. Today the Holy Spirit dwells in here. Today I will lean off the Holy Spirit strength to like surpass and persevere through this struggle. Today I will let the Holy Spirit lead my life. Today I will be the image of God. Today I will reflect his character, reflect his nature, reflect who he is. Today I will make sure I set my mind on things above and not on things of this earth or things below. Like today, if I can focus on today, then I can get to tomorrow. But tomorrow has its own cares for itself. Stop worrying about tomorrow. Stop watching TV shows with a lot of adult content in it, and cover your eyes if there's like minimal scenes. Stop listening to music, especially Jhené Aiko. I mean, that girl is terrible. Beyonce, terrible. All these people, terrible. SZA, all of them. Even the calm, nice, they say it nicely, but it's still terrible. Yes, it's all bad. Entertaining certain conversations with friends and even with potential partners. Like I said, stop talking about wedding day, okay? Take social media breaks. Too much things in your eye gates are not good. TV breaks. Take them out. Take some TV break. One of the biggest things that God started telling me to do, which like makes everything better in my life, and not just with this, is that I celebrate everything. What people could consider small wins, I celebrate. What people don't understand, I celebrate. People didn't understand why I was doing a happy 365 instead of a happy 1 year. It was because I made it to 364. Hello. I celebrate 6-month marks. I even celebrate today marks because today matters. If you fail today, tomorrow is not day one. It's the biggest thing he told me. Today is however many days since he saved you. The biggest count in my life right now is the day that I got saved, which is October 22nd of 2022. The day he saved me from eternal damnation. Let that day continue to rank in your head.